Good evening and welcome to the Class of 2025 May graduation ceremony for Rutherford County Virtual Schools. My name is Hudson McNeil. After graduation, I will be attending Tennessee Technical University to pursue a degree in civil engineering as a contracted ROTC cadet. From there, I plan to commission as an officer in the United States Army Corps of Engineers. I've been honored to receive the National Army ROTC Scholarship, the Presidential Scholarship from Tennessee Tech, and the ROTC Housing Scholarship. I am proud to say I'll be the first in my immediate family to serve in the armed forces. It's been a privilege to represent my school and community through junior ROTC, including serving on the color guard at the American Legion Little League World Series and American Legion Boys State. At this time, I ask you please stand and join me for the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. For respect of our graduation ceremony, we ask that you take a moment to please silence your cell phones. Thank you.
Good evening, graduates, families, friends, and distinguished guests. Today is a celebration, a milestone, not only for you, the class of 2025, but also for Rutherford County Virtual School, as we mark our 5th year as a school. Tonight we celebrate the culmination of your hard work, your resilience, and your boldness in pursuing a path less traveled. RCVS was founded on the belief that education should adapt to the learner, not the other way around. Since our first year, we've grown steadily, with enrollment increasing each year. Families across our county have embraced the innovative opportunities that virtual learning offers, and it's clear why. As someone who also charted a non-traditional education path, I see a reflection of myself in many of you graduates. When I was in high school, I opted to graduate early and begin my journey right here at MTSU. It wasn't a decision that was conventional, but it allowed me to take control of my education and set the foundation for my future. Like me, you've all chosen to forge a path uniquely your own, and that takes courage, self-discipline, and vision. Your journey at RCVS demonstrates something remarkable. You've learned to be the architects of your own education. Research supports the advantages of this approach. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, approximately 35% of post-secondary students now take online courses, a number that has steadily risen over the last decade. Colleges and universities across the globe recognize the value of online learning for developing skills like time management, self-motivation, and adaptability, qualities that all of our graduates possess in abundance. And these skills have driven your success. Academically, RCVS students are among the top competitors in the county, excelling in dual enrollment courses here at MTSU, also at Motlow and at TCAT, rigorous AP coursework, and earning ready graduate status. You've proven that virtual students don't just participate, they lead. Athletically and creatively, you are nothing short of extraordinary. Among our ranks are international soccer players, hockey champions, competitive sharpshooters, equestrians, gymnasts, and countless other premier athletes and performers. Some of you have achieved these feats while managing the demands of rigorous academics. You are defining or redefining what it means to balance education and passion, proving that virtual learning doesn't limit opportunities, it expands them. Graduates, you are trailblazers in every sense of the word. You've embraced the challenges of non-traditional education and turned them into opportunities for your own growth. As we celebrate your achievements here tonight, I'm reminded of a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters to what lies within us. Your success in navigating the demands of virtual learning, where self-motivation, resilience, and accountability are the cornerstones, prove that you have what it takes to be successful, not just in school, but in whatever life takes you. As we look towards your future, I want to remind you that your journey doesn't stop here. The tools you've developed at RCVS, adaptability, self-discipline, and a commitment to lifelong learning will serve you in every path you take. Whether you're heading to college, the workforce, or pursuing your passions, you've proven that you're ready to lead and excel. On behalf of the Rutherford County Virtual School family, congratulations to our class of 2025. You are pioneers, trailblazers, and achievers. We are incredibly proud of the legacy you've built and excited to see the bright future that you will create. Thank you once again. Congratulations. Before we begin the next part of our program, we want to let you know that we're making a slight change to the order of events. We'll be swapping the order of our Community Partner Award and our Teacher of the Year recognition. About 5 years ago, we decided that we wanted to take the opportunity on a grand stage to honor someone outside of our faculty and staff who has made a lasting impact on our school. Each year, we set aside this moment to express our heartfelt thanks to individuals who support the mission of RCVS and to help us accomplish what we do best, providing the most supportive, enriching environment possible for our students and our graduates that are here tonight. This year's recipient has not only been a fierce supporter and advocate for RCVS, she also has personal ties to many members of our school team, which makes this moment all the more meaningful. It is a true honor and a privilege to present this year's RCVS Community Partner Award to someone whose name is synonymous with dedication, wisdom, and unwavering heart, the incredible Miss Sheila Bratton. Sheila has devoted her life to education, 47 years in total, shaping minds, mentoring educators, and advocating fiercely for students and teachers alike. She spent 20 years in the classroom at Central Middle School, 16 years as a district administrator with Rutherford County Schools, and even after retiring, she continued to serve through teacher evaluation, mentoring, and leadership, including being elected to the Rutherford County School Board and serving as its chair. But Sheila's legacy is far more than positions that she's held. It lives in the people that she's impacted. And there are many of us in this room who can say we are better because of Sheila. Laura Schlesinger speaks of how Sheila inspired her as a teacher and a writer, helping stretch her skills and confidence in ways she'll never forget. Karen Dodd reminds us that Sheila is also a talented artist, a dependable neighbor, and the kind of person who shows up for every event, every person, every need with warmth and generosity. Mary Lee Peterson said it best when she shared that Sheila believed in me, so I began to believe in myself. That is the magic of Sheila. She sees the very best in people and calls it forward with encouragement and feels deeply personal and lasting. Many of us have felt that. Sheila has a way of making you feel like you are her favorite, and somehow we all truly believe we are. And for some, that connection runs even deeper. Patrick Britt describes Sheila as a second mother, someone who has always been there for him, supporting him unconditionally. He said, "I love her very much, and I know that speaks for many of us who have been lucky enough to be loved and mentored by Sheila." Whether it's in the classroom, the boardroom, or right here at RCVS, Sheila continues to be a voice of reason, a guiding light, and one of public education's most devoted champions. Her legacy is not only in what she's accomplished, but in how she's made us all feel seen, valued, and believed in. And as special as she is to our school, she also shares both a personal and professional connection with our superintendent, Dr. Jimmy Sullivan. At this time, Dr. Sullivan would like to say a few words.
Ms. Bratton is always selfless, so she's got to be selfless for one more minute because I haven't gotten an opportunity to publicly congratulate Dr. Subicon and your staff. Rutherford County Virtual School students, staff, you guys truly are, and you don't ever get to hear it. The charting in unknown territory, a path for success across this state, where most online schools are struggling with enrollment and some are even closing. Our school, Rutherford County Virtual School, is a vital part of Rutherford County Schools, and that's thanks to your leadership and your team and our staff that we have here, and mainly with your students. To our students, real quick, congratulations, because you truly are the reason that we are all here. I know that ceremonies can seem strange, but truly the reason that all of the educators, your parents, your support people that are here, we're here to make sure that you're successful and cared about. I am a graduate of Rutherford County Schools, a proud graduate, as many of your teachers and your principal, and we wish you absolutely nothing but the best. So let's talk about Mrs. Bratton, who is the reason that Rutherford County Virtual School is honoring her. I've known Mrs. Bratton since 2006, and to talk about her selfless just actions, she was our middle school coordinator, so basically over middle schools. I was a math teacher. I had just received a administrative degree. She was in our library, and I was like, this is a time for me to be able to make a good connection with somebody. Had no idea, she had no idea who I was, really. I had just heard of her and thought, oh my gosh, there's a central office employee. I wonder if they'll talk to me. And she took my license, and at that point, we really didn't talk again for 4 years. She retired. I moved to a different county and took over a school that was really struggling. And I heard that Mrs. Bratton was working in Bedford County, where I was now a principal, and I had 31 brand new teachers. And we were a failing school. Mrs. Bratton became the mentor for those 31 teachers and helped us move from state takeover to a level 5 school in 1 year. And the administration, the teachers gets a lot of credit for that, but truly it was Ms. Bratton's mentorship of our 31 teachers that helped, yes, our teachers be successful, but ultimately it's about our students, and our students were successful because of Mrs. Bratton and her leadership. We have joked throughout the years that I made an unfortunate decision 2 years after that. I fired Mrs. Bratton. That turned out now as being the director of schools and her being my boss a couple years later, a really unfortunate decision. We had budget cuts and she was in contracted services and I fired her to replace her with a computer cart. Not a great decision. But ultimately, Mrs. Bratton, unretired, came back to serve Rutherford County as a school board member and then as a school board chair. And then somehow our fates intertwined again, and it was an honor to serve as a director with her as a director school board member, and then her last year as a director and school board chair. And it is not just a mentor, colleague, or friend, or Mrs. Bratton ended up being my boss. I did not realize I was competing with Mr. Britt for the second mom, but now I realized I am. But it is an honor each and every day to call Mrs. Bratton, Sheila, a friend, a mentor, and a second mom. Mrs. Bratton, will you please come to the stage?
Wow. What do you say to that? I didn't have any sons. I had daughters. But I think you can tell I have a son, and his name is Dr. Jimmy Sullivan. Jane Goodall said, "You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make." I am deeply honored and incredibly grateful to stand before you tonight to accept this honor of Community Partner Award. This recognition is not just a personal achievement, but a reflection of the support, collaboration, and inspiration I've received throughout my 48-year educational career. I want to thank the Rutherford County Virtual School for this honor. To my former students, where are you, Jenny Ryan? You know how it feels to walk up somewhere and have someone run up and throw their arms around you and say, "I can still do my prepositions." To my former students, you are the heart of everything I have done in this glorious career. I admire your curiosity, your resilience and growth, and I applaud every success you achieve. To my fellow educators and colleagues, thank you for pushing me to grow and for sharing your wisdom. The strength of any teacher lies in their community, and I am so fortunate to be a part of such a committed and innovative district like Rutherford County. The very creation of such an outstanding vision such as this virtual school proves this county is about sparking change, building confidence, and creating opportunity. Thank you again for this honor. I will carry it with pride and continue to do my part in shaping minds, encouraging change, and making a difference for students and teachers in this wonderful district. Thank you. I know, thank you. I had no idea.
I know.
You just did that to me.
Where's my award? I gave it to your husband.
Congratulations to the remarkable class of 2025 for conquering the first of many milestones. At Rutherford County Virtual School, we've been privileged to witness an exceptional graduating class that continues to set the bar high. And as tradition goes, we celebrate the outstanding achievements of our top two seniors, the salutatorian and valedictorian. Today, it's with great pride that I introduce our 2025 salutatorian, the impressive Miss Chloe Dunnigan. Got to brag on you a little bit, hold on. Chloe is a dedicated scholar who has completed an impressive 21 dual enrollment AP and honors courses throughout her high school journey. The daughter of proud parents Natalie and Derek Dunnigan, Chloe has earned a full ride scholarship to Middle Tennessee State University, where she will begin her college studies. She then plans to transfer to the University of South Florida to pursue a master's degree in marine biology with a minor in education, with hopes of one day earning a doctorate. Chloe aspires to become a marine biologist, working in the rehabilitation of marine mammals affected by human impact. She also hopes to inspire future generations through education and share her deep love for marine life. Join me in welcoming the 2025 salutatorian, Chloe Dunnigan.
Good evening to you all, and thank you for coming out to this special night. A special thank you to my friends and family. This is a momentous occasion that every single participant should be incredibly proud of for the rest of their lives. Standing up here tonight, I have extensive feelings I probably couldn't even put into words if I tried. Honestly, I'm just a huge pile of nerves and excitement all balled up into one. Even so, I hope every one of you understand the achievements that we have reached and that we are making the next step into our lives with many adventures in store just waiting to be explored. Through our high school years, we experienced a series of odd classes and had a calendar of days counting down to this day. However, it was not just endless hallways and binders full of papers. It has been a place of discovery and understanding. Not only why we just had to take a physics class or why we had to sit through algebra, but discovering ourselves and all that we are capable of. It's kind of crazy to look back at the beginning of this journey when my life was surrounded by whether I wore the right pants or if the seniors spoke to me. Yet here I am now being one of those seniors, and I do not in any way feel cool or superior. It's shocking there was a time where I wished that school didn't actually exist and insisted that it was useless. However, I've been proven wrong in so many ways, more than I was ever expecting. We students are not the only reason that we have gotten here today. I would like to say a thank you to each teacher who has challenged myself and all the rest of us since day one, as well as a big thank you to the parents who pushed us through every long and infuriatingly grueling night of homework that we wanted to give up on. You have helped us all get to where we are now and allowed us to develop into the beautiful young adults we have become. As we stand here at the very edge of the unknown, staring down into the deep and scary-looking abyss, all I can hope is that we all move forward with confidence, carrying wisdom and knowledge with us. That we remember our success is not measured by a title or a trophy, but the kindness, courage, and willingness to rise back up after we fall. This is not the end, but the start of something new. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let us all move forwards with purpose, heart, and the quiet confidence that we can take on the world. Good night.
I now have the privilege of introducing the 2025 Rutherford County Virtual School valedictorian, Miss Ivy Davenport. The daughter of Tina and Kevin Davenport, Ivy has excelled academically throughout her high school years, completing a rigorous course load that includes 6 dual enrollment, 3 AP, and 7 honors classes, earning her a cumulative GPA of a perfect 4.0. Ivy is also graduating with state honors and state distinction, ready graduate status, the work ethic distinction, and has achieved our coveted Trailblazer distinction. This fall, Ivy will attend the University of Tennessee at Martin as a university scholar, where she plans to double major in veterinary science and veterinary technology. Her ultimate goal is to attend veterinary school and pursue a career working with exotic animals in zoo or sanctuary settings. With her passion, determination, and heart for animal care, Ivy is sure to make a lasting impact in her field. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2025 valedictorian, Miss Ivy Davenport.
Good evening, family, friends, teachers, and administrators, and congratulations to my fellow students, the class of 2025. I want to begin by thanking the people who have supported me throughout my academic journey. First of all, thank you to each and every one of my teachers. I want to give special thanks to Mrs. Penny, the best math teacher I have ever had. Without you, I would have been completely lost. Thank you to Mrs. Courtney for being my biggest supporter throughout my years at RCVS. Thank you to Dr. Supicon for taking a chance on me when I was a freshman and helping me with my college plans. Thank you to my parents for being my first and #1 supporters. You raised me to work hard and taught me the value of education, and for that, I can't thank you enough. Thank you also to my brother for being my free math tutor and being patient with me when I forgot how to do basic algebra. And finally, thank you to my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Hawkins. You were my first teacher, and you inspired me to love school and to love learning. Through your example, you taught me to be kind and to always do my best. You were the teacher who started it all, and I can't thank you enough for your love and support. To my fellow graduates, I know we're all so excited to finally be here. This is an amazing accomplishment, and we've all worked so hard. In a way, graduation is bittersweet. We're moving on to new things, but we're also saying goodbye to a huge part of our lives. But that's okay. Change is scary, but change is necessary. Without it, you can never move forward. We have all faced challenges and hardship along the way, but those experiences have led to great things. Of course, that's not to say it was easy. I know for me it wasn't. When I came to RCVS in 2021, I was a nervous freshman trying to escape my anxiety about in-person school. I was afraid to try new things, afraid to take risks, and afraid to make new friends. At first, I didn't take advantage of opportunities available to me, and I was afraid to try. Well, I'm here tonight to tell you the most important thing I've learned in high school. Try, even if you're scared. I know this because 4 years ago, I was anxious to go out in public. Tonight, I'm up here, speaking to all of you. That doesn't mean I'm not still scared. To be honest, I was scared to come up here. But I did it to show you how important it is to do the things that scare you, because courage leads to great things. That's why I'm here now, and that's why all of you are here with me. Remember to be courageous as we move on. Courage is not being fearless. Courage is being scared and doing it anyway. And I want to leave that with all of you. Do the things that scare you. Don't let opportunities slip away, because you never know what might happen when you take that leap. I want to end with a quote I love from one of my favorite books, Coraline. Being brave means you are scared, really scared, badly scared, and you do the right thing anyway. Thank you.
During this school year, our seniors were given the opportunity to complete the requirements to earn the Work Ethics Distinction Recognition provided by Rutherford Works and the Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce. The purpose of this distinction is to allow seniors to showcase their employability skills as they prepare for college or the workforce. This year, RCVS had 6 seniors who have earned this distinction. They are wearing a green and white cord with their graduation attire, and a seal has been placed on their diploma. Would our Work Ethic Distinction seniors please stand where you are to be recognized? Within our school, we reserve a special distinction for those students who not only exceed expectations, but embody the very essence of a trailblazer. These exceptional individuals have earned the coveted Work Ethic Distinction Award. They've reached Ready Grad status, fulfilled Tennessee Promise requirements, devoted a minimum of 10 hours to community service, and participated in an exit interview. Their dedication sets a shining example for their peers and the community alike. These students are recognized by wearing a white V-neck stole and medallion. Would our Trailblazer Distinction students also stand to be recognized? We also have 9 seniors that have not only completed all of their high school work, but they have also held down a part-time job at Nissan throughout this year. And they are graduating now with our work-based learning diploma, and they are wearing a purple cord. So will our work-based learning graduates stand to be recognized? Congratulations to all of our remarkable graduates. It's now my distinct pleasure to introduce our alumni speaker, Ms. Juliana Seckler, a proud graduate and valedictorian of the class of 2021. Tonight, she returns to share her insights and experience with us, offering guidance and encouragement as we celebrate our own commencement. Please join me in welcoming back to the stage, Ms. Juliana Seckler.
Good evening, everyone. It's such an honor to be back here with you. Just 4 years ago, I stood in this spot as valedictorian, filled with hope, nerves, and big dreams that I wasn't quite sure I could pull off. Today, I'm preparing to graduate from Middle Tennessee State University with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. And next, I'll be pursuing a master's degree in biomedical science, shadowing doctors, and applying to medical schools. All things that sound a lot better when they feel like All things that sound a lot better than they feel when you're pulling all-nighters and running on iced caramel lattes and hope. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. You're all about to grow in ways that you've never expected. You're going to face challenges, doubts, and probably a few identity crises. But I promise that if you don't give up on yourself, you will be amazed at what you're going to accomplish. I didn't get here because everything went smoothly. I got here because I kept going. And even when life threw a few plot twists, like, say, a crazy ex or two, my biggest advice to you is this: focus on your own path and where it is you're headed. It's so easy to get distracted by social media, other people's opinions, or trying to meet expectations that were never yours to begin with. Nothing feels better than waking up every day knowing that you're working towards something that you truly love. I didn't come into this journey thinking I was the smartest or most prepared, but I kept showing up for myself, and I slowly started to realize that the limits that we have are really just stories that we tell ourselves. You don't have to know all the answers today. You just have to believe in yourself enough to start. Keep moving forward, ask questions, and stay curious. And don't be afraid to be proud of yourselves. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go chase your dreams, trust yourself, and don't forget that you're just getting started. Thank you.
It's now my absolute pleasure and honor to introduce someone who embodies the heart and soul of our school community. Our RCVS Teacher of the Year is someone whose impact is felt far beyond the walls of her virtual classroom. Someone who brings light, laughter, and love to every space she enters. Mrs. Kelly Brown, our phenomenal third grade teacher, is the kind of educator who makes magic happen every single day. Whether she's helping a young learner tackle reading for the first time or cheering on a colleague with a kind word or a much-needed laugh, Kelly does it all with joy and grace. She is consistently one of the first to encourage her teammates, always positive, always caring, and always dependable. Her students adore her, and it's easy to see why. Teaching our youngest learners requires a special mix of patience, creativity, and heart, and Kelly delivers all three in abundance. Her hard work, commitment, and contagious optimism make her not only an exceptional teacher, but also an irreplaceable part of the RCVS family. I am so proud and so grateful to have her on our team. Please join me in celebrating our 2025 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Kelly Brown.
I need you on the end. I need me in the middle. Good evening, graduates, guests, and RCVS family. I am Mrs. Brown, Rutherford County Virtual Schools Teacher of the Year. I have been given the honor of delivering a speech for this evening's commencement. Whew, I feel pressure coming behind Ivy and Chloe and Juliana. In the words of my late pastor, Stephen Adams, I intend to aim high, strike fire, and sit down. Because public speaking is really not my ministry, so I'm with you on that, Ivy. Graduates, I won't bore you with stories about my high school days. After all, I graduated in 1990. And while some experiences may be similar, like studying, taking tests, doing presentations, hanging out with friends, attending dances, and dressing up for prom, the world has changed since then. Instead, I want to share the stories of 3 young women who were in your shoes not very long ago. Why? Their stories are more relatable than mine. Before I begin, graduates, I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, "Listen up, neighbor. One of these stories may be for you." Listen up, neighbor. One of these stories may be for you. The 3 young ladies I'm going to introduce to you are regular, down-to-earth people and very special to me. Their paths have not always been easy and far from perfect, but they are figuring it out. First, meet Kristen Besselson. Kristen hails from St. Louis, Missouri. She attended Murray State University for 5 years, earning a Bachelor's of Science in Marketing and a Master's of Business Administration. After graduation, she pursued a successful professional volleyball career in Sweden and Germany. Kristen returned to the United States to work for Sesame Software and currently holds the role of Director of Marketing. KB has traveled to as many countries as she's had birthdays, and she's not very old, you all. She is what one would call a digital nomad. How she's able to do that? KB works remotely and takes advantage of the opportunity to work from anywhere responsibly. KB is also the proud owner of an Airbnb, House Tennessee, spelled Haustn. If you plan to spend time in Nashville, consider renting her space. Thank you, KB. Next is Mia Bazemore. Mia is originally from Baltimore, Maryland. Mia moved to Tennessee with her family in 2006. Mia dreamed of being a doctor, specifically an OBGYN. She graduated from Stevenson University with a Bachelor of Science in Biology, and while she is not yet an OBGYN, she is currently a clinical research associate for Icon PLC. Mia is also contracted by Pfizer Pharmaceutical Company. In addition to her full-time job, she utilizes social media for daily life posts regarding women's health and wellness, that's the OBGYN in her, weight training, and Plate My Food. I'm sure you've heard of it or even seen it. Thank you, Mia. Last but not least, Daisha Brown. Daisha is from New Orleans, Louisiana. She graduated from Murray State University with a Bachelor of Science in Journalism and a Master of Science in Organizational Communication. After 5 years at Murray State, Daisha was uncertain about her future. She decided to pursue real estate. She was able to obtain her real estate license, hoping to become a high-paid realtor quickly. Well, when that didn't pan out, she explored nannying, life coaching, weight training, and content creation. You may be familiar with them. Get ready with me, make coffee with me, and plate food with me. After all those experiences and trying to find her niche, she's my daughter, by the way. Daisha is headed to Howard University Law School this fall. Whew, her journey, you all, something similar to what some of you will experience. These three women, Kristen, Mia, and Daisha, while from different backgrounds and different states, share connections through college experiences, similar interests, and life struggles. What they are doing now is probably not what they imagined at graduation. I think their parents would agree with me when I say they have exceeded expectations. I'm so proud of the three of you. Graduates, some of you will do exactly what you plan to do, but there will be bumps in the road. Others of you will be unsure and will need time to figure it out. Take the time you need. Do not get in a hurry because you see someone else's Instagram or Facebook story. Edgar Allan Poe said it best: believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Before I conclude, Kristen, Mia, and Daisha, along with Dr. Supakhan and Jennifer Courtney, are going to demonstrate how life after high school progresses. Be brave, Chloe said it. I haven't said it. All right, as they stand in a circle, I will read a story, and every time I say right, they will pass the baton to the right. Every time I say left, they will pass it to the left. All right, mini lesson, hold up your right hand. All right, put it down. Hold up your left hand. All right, put it down. Here we go. Life with the right family. One day, the Wright family decided to take a vacation. The first thing they had to do was decide who would be left at home. Since there was not enough room in the Wright family car for all of them, Mr. Wright decided that Aunt Linda Wright would be the one left at home. Of course, this made Aunt Linda Wright so mad that she left the house immediately yelling, "It will be a right cold day before I return." The Wright family now bundled up the children, Tommy Wright, Susan Wright, Timmy Wright, and Shelley Wright, and got in the car and left. Unfortunately, as they turned out of the driveway, someone had left a trash can in the street, so they had to turn right around and stop the car. They told Tommy Wright to get out of the car and move the trash can so they could get going. Tommy took so long that they almost left him in the street. Once the Wright family got on the road, Mother Wright wondered if she had left the stove on. Father Wright told her not to worry, he had checked the stove and she had not left it on. As they turned right at the corner, everyone started to think about other things that they might have left undone. No need to worry now. They were off on a right fine vacation. When they arrived at the gas station, Father Wright put gas in the car and then discovered that he had left his wallet at home. So Timmy Wright ran home to get the money that was left behind. After Timmy had left, Susan Wright started to feel sick. She left the car saying that she had to throw up. This, of course, got Mother Wright's attention, and she left the car in a hurry. Shelley Wright wanted to watch Susan get sick, so she left the car too. Father Wright was left with Tommy Wright, who was playing a game in the back seat. With all of this going on, Father Wright decided that this was not the right time to take a vacation, so he gathered up all of the family and left the gas station as quickly as he could. When he arrived home, he turned left into the driveway and said, "I wish the Wright family had never left the house today," right? Thank you. Graduates, the takeaway from life with the Wright family is that sometimes your rights will go left and your lefts will go right. This is an important part of the journey. You may be able to solve some issues on your own, while others may require support. Don't hesitate to ask for help. And remember, nothing is insurmountable. The beginning of your journey will look different than the end. Hold on to your dreams. Even if they change, that is perfectly okay. Most adults in this room have journeys that differ vastly from where they started. If you in the audience agree, point and say, "That's facts, Ms. Brown." In closing, I have 3 things I feel compelled to share. First, I want to stress the importance of being careful about what you post online. I know you've heard it all before, but it is worth repeating. Your digital footprint lasts forever. When my daughter graduated high school, one of her teachers in his speech mentioned a misbelief about Snapchat at the time. The app that allows you to post short, real-time videos and supposedly goes away after 24 hours. His message was simple and worth repeating. Those videos that you think disappear, well, they don't. They can be retrieved when you least expect it. This applies to current apps as well. Be modest with your posts. Big Brother is watching, and he can use your words and actions to derail you. Speaking of apps, AI, artificial intelligence. Now that we have it, it can be a blessing and a curse. I want to caution you to use it with integrity. AI has taken off like a rocket and is a tool that will help level up your essays, your emails, your songwriting, your math assignments, and resumes, just to name a few. It will even transform your pictures from a 5-star to a 10. And who doesn't want to be a 10? Let me let you in on a little secret though. Many of us can tell when you use AI, guess what? We use it too. Secondly, this has been a recurring message at RCVS graduations. The words are simple. I heard Juliana, or maybe I heard Ivy say it. Be kind. Be kind to others when you can, while you can. As the late Maya Angelou said, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Leave the people you encounter with a desire to see you coming, not the opposite. Lastly, how many of you remember this book? This book is 98 3/4% guaranteed to inspire. The rest is up to you. I want to share some of the words for this book. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care, and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. Graduates, this is your season. Starting today and every day, make good choices always and in all ways. Be cautious at graduation parties. Don't take your eye off your red Solo cup. Stay together with your group and avoid any actions that are not fixable. Congratulations, RCVS class of 2025. Like the little engine that could, yes, 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 you can. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Brown. This graduation moment has been years in the making. It all began with your first school supply shopping trip, walking into your very first classroom. For our seniors, it may feel like an eternity, but for the parents and family members here tonight, it seemed to pass in a blink of an eye. Seniors, take a moment to reflect on the people around you, those that have been your advocates, cheerleaders, and an unwavering support system. Think about everyone who has helped you reach a significant milestone. The word tribute is defined as an act of showing gratitude, respect, or admiration. That's what you're about to do here tonight. But before you guys do this, I'd like to show you what I'm talking about with one last high school lesson. It's the old teaching model, I do, you do, where I demonstrate a task and then you apply the skill that was just taught. But tonight, I'm not going to do that for you. I have a special guest who remodeled this skill for me that would like to pay tribute to someone in our faculty. At this time, I call back to the stage Miss Brown, but not you, Kelly, your daughter. Please come back up here for a second.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are y'all? Not convincing, but okay, we'll move this along. It's so nice to see you from up here once again. Just as a heads up, public speaking has never been an issue for me. I could talk all day if you let me. The challenge will be, however, which now I see I may get that from my mom, is trying my best not to break down and cry while I speak about one of my most favorite people in the world. So if the tears start to flow, don't be alarmed. Don't freak out, just ignore it. Now, wow, what a tremendous honor it is to stand here tonight and speak about someone who is everything to me. Not just because she's my mom, but because she's an extraordinary teacher who has been named Teacher of the Year. This may come off as biased, but I make no apologies. I can't think of anyone more deserving of this recognition. Like many professions, you can never fully know the depth and the sacrifice that goes into creating something so meaningful and so impactful. I've been lucky, and mostly just nosy, enough to witness the behind the scenes of what goes into producing a Teacher of the Year. And I can say with 100% certainty that Teacher of the Year isn't made in just a year. It comes from years of experience and refinement. For years, I've seen long nights of grading. I've even been handed a stack of papers or two to lighten the load. Weekends spent planning, countless trips to stores and money spent, hours of innovating and creating, pouring her heart and soul into her students while never missing a beat with her family. I've always heard rumblings that my mom's not the easiest teacher to have. To me, that means it takes a special student to handle the rigor that comes with having a mom as a teacher, that comes with having my mom as a teacher, sorry. But that's because her classroom isn't a place where kids just learn math or science or reading. It's a place where the greats of our future are being nurtured and produced.
If you aren't aware, or maybe you were catching a quick nap, we were just on stage, or you just simply missed it, I'll be attending law school in the fall. And with that information, I want you to know that I'm fully prepared to argue my case that teaching has to be one of the most important professions on the planet. My mom, as well as many of you here, have had a hand in creating future doctors, lawyers, police officers, Congress members, presidents, and future generations of teachers who will look back and remember which teachers had the biggest impact on their life. That is not a light load to carry. As if being a mom, an active and present mom, isn't enough, being a teacher adds a whole new layer. I believe teachers are our heroes. I believe you all deserve more, so much more. This profession isn't easy. Working with people never really is. And as amazing and as rewarding as it is, it can be equally as heartbreaking, exhausting, and devastating. So to my mom, my role model, my very best friend, Teacher of the Year, I am proud, I am thankful, I am inspired. You show up every day, even on your worst days, with compassion, creativity, and unwavering dedication. Tonight, we honor you officially, but honestly, you have been Teacher of the Year from the moment you've stepped in the classroom. Congratulations, Mom. I'm so proud of you, and I know all of your students, past and present, as well as many of us here, are too. Thank you.
Give this to her. Now, graduates, it's your turn. Our moment of tribute contains a special tradition of honoring those who have supported you along this journey. At this time, class of 2025, please take a few moments to present your roses to individuals who have helped you make this achievement possible.
Okay, as we're making our way back to our seats, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. On behalf of the Rutherford County Board of Education and our Director of Schools, Dr. James Sullivan, I confer that these students have met the respective requirements to receive their diplomas. Graduates, will you please stand and come forward when your name is called?
That was Karsten Bradley, ladies and gentlemen. That was impressive. All right, here we go. Daniel Ryan Archer. Addison Steele Baker. Amari Alexander Barnes. William Zachary Boone. Good job, Zach. Karsten Dominique Bradley. It's impressive. Kaylee Paige Carruthers. Dane Stephen Chavez. Giselle Michaela Cianci. Logan James Clark. Ivy Grace Davenport. Liliana Hope DeLauder. Hannah Grace Denny. Riley Mae Denton. Atlee Gerard Dirksen. Riley Mitchell Dodson. Chloe Mackenzie Dunnigan. Matthew McKinley Earnhardt. Tommy Deshaun Floyd Jr. Caden Allen George. Eli Thomas Harlan. We're going to wait one moment while Mr. Porterfield helps Sergio. Sergio Hernandez Fernandez. You and your standing ovation. Madeline Grace Johnson. Dylan James Knox. Racha Benchapon Ladzavong. Heather Ann Lay. Hudson Riley McNeil. Lane Annalise Mason. Tia Renee McDonald. Troy Lee Moses. Grace Catherine Nunez. Anila Marie Patton. Soraya Janicia Dene Prather. Sage Marie Raby. Isabella Grace Rice. Trayshawn Donnell Richardson. Lacey Drew Riggins. Vanessa Inez Rios. Elijah David Robinson. Jordan Marcus Simon. Jonah Richmond Stacy. Tishawn Suarez. Rachel Kate Thomas. Preston Sean Trammell. Victor Hugo Vasquez, Jr. Abigail Claire Wilder. Blake Reed Wilkes. Matthew Thomas Wilson. Madison Corday Young.
Would the class of 2025 please rise? Parents, faculty, guests, esteemed members of the Rutherford County School Board, having fulfilled the requirements set forth by the great state of Tennessee, I proudly present to you on this 15th day of May the 2025 graduating class of the Rutherford County Virtual School. You may turn your tassel. Guests, please stay seated as our graduates work their way out of the auditorium first. Thank you all for coming.
Chat GPT. 100% of it.
Well, that was our best one, I thought. Like I said about Sheila. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good what she did. What you got there, girl? So when I said Miss Brown come back up here, would you like, what's he want Miss Brown for?
He's full of those.
I was
like, why's
not
Miss Brown
expecting
coming back up here?
that. And she didn't give anything away.
She didn't get. I told her. I said,
for
don't
her.
tell your mom. I said,
Good
don't
for
tell
her.
her. See, at first she wanted. I didn't know.
See me cry.
Right.
I didn't know she was coming. At first she didn't know she was coming. You know, I said, well, just come late and sneaking. I didn't know y'all were gonna do that. You know, I know you were doing all that stuff. Just coming late. She don't know you're here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny.
It's good though. Good. Hour and 20 minutes. Done.
We did it.
Let's go Coors Light
Until
and Taco
next
Bell.
year.
That's my
Amen.
graduation night tradition. I make my husband drive me to Taco Bell.
I need something that makes me sleep.
Which is?
It's not on it.